It has already been a year that the Chinese version has closed. Everybody was panicking, we would not have any other Pokeland versions, etc. But today, we finally got Portuguese version 6.4.0. It's the most advanced version in every Pokeland. There's no other game that has the most advanced version like this one. So we will take a look at Overlord Urshifu today. As a reminder, this version not only got the Urshifu Overlord in Dynamax, also has Overlord Tapu Lele and also Resonance Darkrai. I'll be doing the translations later bit by bit, but first of all, right now, we will talk about Urshifu. The translations are in Pokeland Legends Club, link in the description, but you can be Vietnamese, you can be Spanish, you can be Portuguese. I mean, Portuguese does not need to translate, but you can be whatever language you have. And if you go up over here, Pokeland Legends Club, now you can select and change and translate to whatever language you are, and you translate everything, and hopefully this will be helpful for everybody. Let's scroll down to both Urshifus that we have over here. Kubfu has two evolutions, Urshifu Single Strike Style and Urshifu Rapid Strike Style. One is Water type, the other one is Dark type. And the current Overlord that we have is actually Rapid Strike Style, which is a Water Fighting type Pokemon. So if you want to read the other Urshifus available, feel free, the link is in the description, but we are going to take a look mostly at the Overlord one in this video. The passive is very simple. When any allied water type Pokemon gets attacked, removes one layer of debuff. Going to skill number 1, deals water type physical attack damage. So this Pokemon is a physical attacker, it has moves of water and fighting. This Pokemon also generates a specific buff called the exclusive Urshifu combo effect. Each layer of this buff will increase 20% damage of this skill over here, and with 3 layers increases crit damage by 100%, and with 5 layers increases crit rate by 100%. At the same time, it also consumes 1 layer of this specific buff. All of this Pokemon's skills are single target, and this one has 40 skill power. Seems kinda low until you look at the Z skill. Deals water type physical attack damage and rebirth damage equivalent to the target's max HP. So technically, you can have a billion HP and this Pokemon just one-shots you, I believe? Doesn't matter. It's a Z skill, yes. It's a Z skill, so you can only use it once in battle, unless you work around with it with different Pokemon. Each layer of the Urshifu combo effect increases the damage by 20%, with 3 layers the damage by 100%, and with 5 layers crit rate by 100%, etc, etc. We already know this. Let's go to the skill number 2. Skill number 2 is a buff, okay? It gives itself 2 layers of Urshifu combo effect, cannot be dispelled, stacking up to 5 times for 5 rounds. And it says over here that the own control immunity effect lasts for 2 rounds. This one I'm not 100% sure of what it means, it probably just means that he becomes immune to control for 2 rounds. The only difference on the Z skill is that it gives itself a shield of 20% of your own max HP, so not the most useful thing. Skill number 3 is just a fighting type single target skill. Nothing special, it has 80 skill power, the only extra thing that it does is that it increases 1 layer of the Urshifu's buff, and if you use the Z skill of this version, it increases 3 layers instead. Now the ultimate is very similar to the skill number 1, as we can see over here. It deals physical attack damage, water type. Each layer of the buff, the Urshifu buff, increases the damage by 20%. And just like the skill number 1, with 3 layers increases crit damage by 100%, and with 5 layers of the buff increases the crit rate by 100% and skill power by 100% as well. The skill is a single target, 100 skill power, and after releasing, it consumes 1 layer of the Urshifu buff. The only thing different with the Z version of this ultimate is that the skill has at least 1 times restriction, which can be useful. Yes, can be useful because a water type skill is not exactly the greatest thing that we need right now. If we think about it, the meta being Sword and Shield and Black and White, which is basically dragons with water against them, nah, they're just not gonna bother, honestly. But since they are weak to fighting type, that can be something good. Remember that this Pokemon is a fighting water type, right? So we are not exactly looking to play him with a fighting type buffer, but instead we could play him with a water type buffer. This is mostly because we recently have Overlord Kyogre, so it would be the Overlord weather buffer for Urshifu in my opinion. Even though we could actually possibly combine a fighting type into the mix and have some kind of a tanky Urshifu going into play. Now, if you are still watching the video, you're one of the cool guys and you will get the bonus thing over here that is not on the website. So, we have the ability, the specific ability for this Overlord Urshifu, which gives him immunity to controls and to debuffs, and apparently increases speed, physical attack, special attack for some reason, hit, and then it says hit damage is probably crit damage. It's probably a bad translation. And damage reduction as well for 3 rounds. This effect cannot be dispelled. On the third ability we have nothing special, but on the dream ability there's actually something over here. This basically says that increases your own physical attack by 15%, and after each round there's a 50% chance of giving Urshifu, or Overlord Urshifu in this case, the Urshifu buff, Urshifu combo effect, whatever the name is. But you only have this chance after releasing water type skills. So, So, what do you guys think about this Pokemon? Let me know in the comments. I usually try to reply to everybody that I can. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next video.